Fortuno is pretty confused and could use a potion to restore his memory.
Fortuno? That's Raven's servant, no?
He was. Now he's just a wreck, and it's Raven's fault.
Raven? Until now, I thought a lot of him. All right. But here in the swamp, I can't brew any potions.
I could brew the potion. There's an alchemist's bench in the camp. I just need the recipe.
Be careful with this recipe. Brewing this potion is dangerous. If something goes wrong in the brewing, or one of the ingredients isn't right, the potion will be deadly.
I'll be careful. Hey, you! Esteban is finished.
I've waited for this for a long time. I think you've got things to do now, and I need to go back to my business. So, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
I have a potion for you. It will help you to remember.
I trust you.
And?
Ah! I remember again. Now I see. Adanos, be with me. What have I done?
Yes, what have you done? And above all, what has Raven done?
I helped him to make contact with him. He wanted various elixirs. I brewed them for him. He tried to open the portal to get into the temple.
Why? What does he want in the temple?
A powerful artifact. It lies buried together with the one who once bore it. A mighty warrior who fell to him.
And then?
We couldn't open the portal, but Raven was sure that he could. If he had the tomb of the priest excavated, that's why he brought the slaves here. Victims he could force to dig where the powers of time lie at rest.
Tomb of the priest?
The resting place of a priest of Adanos. It lies in the mine. I also remember the stone tablets. He believed that they would show him the way. And once he was able to decipher the characters on them, he no longer needed me. He put a spell of forgetfulness on me, and you have freed me. I've got no time for things like that.
You know the rule. No one goes into the mine without a redstone tablet.
Forget the mine. I have to see Raven.
Even then, we have rules here, and they apply to everyone, even to you. Go back. If you try to enter the upper square without permission, the other guards will kill you. Those are the rules.
Wait a minute. I have a redstone tablet here.
Okay. You killed Esteban, so you will do his job now. They have a few problems with mine crawlers in the mine. 3 diggers have bought it already. It's your job to provide replacements.
And when can I finally get into the damned mine?
Do your job. Afterwards, you can do what you want.
Nobody ever asks me.
Been there, done that.
That'll only cause more trouble.
That's no secret.
Hey, you! You're needed in the mine.
Sure thing, boss. You want to see the best in the mine? Then I'll get back to it. Oh, something else. I'll let you in on a digger's secret. Now and then it's a good idea to give it a really good whack. If you've hacked a couple of times and nothing has come out, then drag the point of the pick sideways across the rock. With a little luck, you'll get several chunks at once that way.
You're needed in the mine.
You really do have a red stone for me. Excellent. Now I'll work that damn rock to crumbs. I already know exactly where I'll go. One more thing. If you go mining, watch out that you don't strike too hard. Otherwise, your pickaxe will get wedged in the gold.
You're needed in the mine.
So now you're the boss here. Okay, then I'll get going.
You already know what I think.
Same old thing.
Hey, you! I sent out 3 guys.
All right. Then as far as I'm concerned, you can go in.
Hey, what's with your armor? Where can I get armor like that?
You can't. This armor is reserved for Raven's Guard. I hardly think there's an entrance exam for new candidates. But the ultimate decision isn't mine, it's Raven's.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Halt.
Get out of my way, guard.
All right, you can pass.
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones.
You have done really well. I can only congratulate you on your work. They're all working again now. An impressive sight, don't you think? Here are a few gold coins. So, on your way to the mine?
Yes.
Then watch out for yourself. Watch out better than these guys who are scattered all over the place here, Tid.
Why? Are they dead?
They worked themselves to pieces. Hey, do you want to go digging? Then don't forget to stock up with Scatty.
What do I need then?
Well, at the very least, a pickaxe. And some provisions can't hurt. Or how about some healing potions? There are mine crawlers down there.
How's business?
Since the tomb has been open, there hasn't been much demand. Raven has no more use for her slaves. That's why they're mining gold now, on Bloodland's orders. And the diggers are taking it easy. Diggers who take it easy aren't good for business.
Bloodwin, is he in charge here?
He oversees the mine, But he's almost never down here. He spends most of his time with Raven in the temple.
What exactly does almost never mean?
Last time I saw him was when he came out of the tomb. No, wait. The last time he was here was when he sent the slaves to mine the gold. Unlike Raven, he is very interested in gold.
What sort of tomb?
A cursed, unlucky tomb. The guardians of the tomb have killed many men.
Guardians? Are you talking about creatures of stone, rather flat with a round head?
That's exactly what I mean. They came out of the depths of the storm by the dozen. I knew from the beginning that it wasn't good to dig out the tomb. But Raven was possessed with the idea of digging there. And once the tomb was finally uncovered, he marched in there with his guards.
What did Raven want in the tomb?
You're pretty curious. You remind me of a fellow I once knew. He was just as curious. And eventually it was his undoing.
Get to the point. What happened in the tomb?
Well, my throat is really dry.
Hey, Scatty, not now. This is important. So, what did Raven do there?
All right. He summoned something. He kept calling out words in a foreign language. Bright light poured out of the tomb, and then I heard a scream that cut right through me. A demonic scream.
And then?
That's all I know. At that moment, Bloodwind came out of the tomb and said I should beat it, and that's what I did. It also didn't take long before Raven and his boys disappeared back into the temple. And since then, Raven hasn't been seen.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Take a pickaxe in your hand and whack at a lump of gold. Anyone can do that, but many nuggets will shatter that way. That's why only people who understand mining should do it. I can tell you more once you have some more experience.
Tell me more about gold mining.
Above all, you should know that gold is an ore. It's soft as butter. If you strike too hard, everything's shattered. Every digger has his own tricks for knocking some decent nuggets out of the rock. Ultimately, these tricks are what make the difference between a digger and a good digger. Besides that, practice makes perfect. Only when you've been digging for a while will you get better.
Would you like a drink?
A beer would really hit the spot. There's hardly any beer here in camp, but maybe Lucia still has a bottle.
There you go.
Oh, that tastes good. Thanks, man. You're my hero.
Let's deal.
I couldn't care less.
Where are you going? Do you want to go into this passage?
Well, sure, why not?
There are even more slaves back there. As far as I'm concerned, you can go in, but don't hit them so hard they can't work anymore. After all, we certainly don't want them just sitting around. They have to dig for gold.
I see. And who ordered that?
That is a direct order from Bloodwind.
I thought Raven was the boss here.
Right, but he gave the slaves to Bloodwind. He doesn't have any more use for them. Anything's possible.
Been there, done that.
Hey, you! Everything all right with you?
The slaves are getting the big chunks out of our way. Then we'll harvest the golden fruit later.
That's totally obvious.
Hey, you! How's it going?
I slaved the way for the ore barons long enough. It's good that someone else is digging now.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Brain work, boy. Mining gold is a purely mental procedure. Don't try to force the rock. It's harder than you. Free your mind of everything and try to become one with the gold. Then it is like meditation, a prayer.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Always dig from bottom to top. That may be difficult, but that way you get more gold out of the rock.
Hey,
As if I didn't have enough problems.
what do I have to know about mining gold?
The legs. It's all in the legs. Strength and momentum come from the legs.
That's totally obvious.
You should really have known better.
You already know what I think.
That's no secret.
He was falling down drunk.
I've got no time for things like that.
Those are all just
Hey! Can you judge my gold digging abilities?
Sure. I've been at this for over 35 years. There's nothing I can't assess. For you, I'd say you're a damn good digger.
I was completely wrong.
I'm staying
Can't go on like this forever.
back. I'm staying back.
Hey, you!
Wait a minute.
Is there a problem?
Mine crawlers. Lots and lots of mine crawlers. We've run into a nest here.
Why don't we attack the crawlers?
I asked that too. But the guards had more important things to do. Bloodwind has left it to me to remove this problem.
I don't suppose you're planning to fight the crawlers.
Why should I? So that we can get at the gold in the cave? Bloodwind will just take most of it for himself anyway. And I'm not risking my neck for the little bit I'd get. If you want to fight the crawlers, don't let me stop you. Only don't lure them all out here, okay?
Can you tell me more about Bloodwind?
Yes, he's a gold-hungry bastard. He inspects every new vein and every nugget. He can't go too far out of his way for gold. But we don't mean shit to him.
And otherwise?
He thinks he's the greatest and can't stand it if someone is better off than he is. Okay, I wouldn't go up against him, even so. Just stay out of his way and don't provoke him. Unless you want him to get furious and lose control.
So, that should be it. The crawlers are finished.
Bloodwind is already on the way. That's what you wanted, isn't it? I mean, you slaughtered the crawlers so Bloodwind would come here. So whatever you're planning, do it now.
Wait a minute.
You killed the mine crawlers? Good. I'll take over now. Go on. Beat it.
Wait a minute.
You still aren't gone?
We still have to set something straight. I'm looking for Raven.
Yeah. And what makes you think that Raven wants to talk to you at all? Wait. Are you? Is it you? You're the guy we've been looking for the whole time. What are you doing here? You should be long dead.
People are always telling me that.
Those morons all failed. But you won't get past me. This time I'll finish you.
Like I already said, it's Raven I'm looking for. You aren't important to me.
I'll kill you. I've survived every battle so far.
Enough talk. Let's fight.
It's too late for you anyway. Raven is opening the temple right now. Ha ha ha! Die, bastard! You sure showed that bum. Nice work. Then I'll take a look around the cave.
Exactly what I said.
Let the slaves go.
Listen, Bloodwind is in command here. The slaves belong to him, so he has the right to set them free. Besides, Thoris also has a say in that. And what about you? Do you have any say?
Here, is that enough?
No, put that away. God, I don't want to see that.
It would be better for you if you let the slaves go now.
Wait a minute. Bloodwind isn't the only one who has a say here. So long as I don't have an order from Thoris, no one will be set free.
But you just said that the slaves belong to Bloodwind.
Yes, but I also said that I won't set anyone free without an order from Thoris.
You're one of those guys who won't take a leak without orders, eh?
Been there, done
Why haven't I heard about this before?
that. I used to say that myself.
Don't have to ask me that.
What does he know about duty?
It's forever.
Tell me that isn't true.
Do you really think?
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Nothing's going to change about that.
Tell me that isn't true.
Already know what I think.
What are you planning?
What?
Now you've cleared Bloodwind out of the way, too. I'm just asking myself, who's next? Raven? Or me?
Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid of a fight, but I am afraid of the consequences of your actions. This camp is the only thing we have left. It may not have always run to perfection, but it does run. And with every person you kill, another piece of our community breaks up. We are bandits, outcasts, lawbreakers, desperados. Wherever we go, we're hunted, locked up, and killed. There is no better place for us than this. No better time than now.
What are you getting at?
These men need someone to lead them. Who should that be? You? You, who is constantly roaming from place to place?
Then you take over the leadership of the camp.
Okay, but what about Raven?
Raven will soon have other worries. I'll take care of him. Oh, yes, and make sure that the prisoners can leave the camp in peace.
All right. I shall take care of all the guards out here.
That's totally obvious.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
He should have known better.
Let the slaves go.
Do you have any say?
Already know what I think.
I talked with Thoris. He ordered the slaves to be set free.
Okay, if Thoris ordered it, but I have to ask myself why he decided on something like that.
But you aren't being paid to ask questions.
All right. I'm obviously not needed here anymore, so I'll go get me some stew.
Hey,
I've been sent by the water mages. I've come to free you.
Really? And why should I believe you?
Do you want to get out of here or not?
Of course I want to get out, but
Vatra sent me. If that's not enough for you, you can all rot in this hole for all I care.
all right, I believe you.
Really? Wow, that went faster than I thought. Okay, now all we need is a plan.
Trying to flee poses a great risk. William tried and he bought it. Prisoners are peasants and workers. They trust me, but they won't dare to mount an escape.
Will I have to kill all the bandits before you budge at all?
But that would be insane. But that can't be the plan. Just see to it that the guards don't attack us, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, I'll handle that. Tell the others to get ready. All's well. You can make yourselves scarce.
Great. I know a cave in the swamp where we can gather for now, but then what?
Leave the swamp towards the southwest. The water mages have set up their camp near the ruins of the old temple. They're going to show you the way out of this valley.
Thanks. Thank you so much. We are all very deeply...
Never mind.
Hey!
What are you doing? Are you melting down your gold?
No, I'm washing vegetables. Of course I'm melting down gold, and I'm making coins out of it. Because just imagine, one fine evening Raven comes along and shoves a coin die in my hands. Out of one single gold nugget, I can mint a heap of coins. I'm so good that no one can tell the difference.
How many coins will you give me for one nugget?
Well, I don't know you at all, but I'll make you a special price. For one nugget, I'll give you 10 gold pieces.
Let's trade.
Hey, slow down. You aren't getting in there, so beat it.
Get out of my way. I have to see Raven.
No one enters these quarters. Direct orders from Raven himself.
Here, do you still want to stop me now?
Is that blood one? Oh, rats! Oh. Yes, no, I mean, you can go in.
Get that from me.
He should have known that. Anything's possible.
All that matters is strength. He insisted he knew better.
Where did you pick that up, then? You have to step in and sort things out. I've heard a thing or two.
I never knew that.
Good thing you're here. I've got something for you to do.
What is it?
The farmer Bengar has complained that lately the militia from the city has been getting on his nerves. They're pressuring the farmer, probably trying to make him break with NOTR. I want you to go to his farm and make it clear to the militia that they have no business there. Questions?
How can I find Bengar's farm?
In the southwest of the valley is a big stairway that leads to a high plain. That's where Bengar's farm is. If you get lost, ask the farmers in the fields how to find your way around the area.
I want to improve my abilities.
That's been going on a long time.
Good. Now you can use your abilities better.
No, I ever asked for my opinion. All that is just to step in and sort things out.
Who wants to know? Who would have thought of that himself?
That'll never
Myself,
change.
just gossip.
I wasn't really into the here.
Know that.
Nobody was any of that all along. Don't touch me there.
Same old thing, over again.
So tell me it's that, just gossip. Sooner or later, he really said that. Doesn't see that. I can't help him.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Is it really true?
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I have freed the prisoners.
Very good. May they return safe and sound to their homeland.
I found Lance's body.
May his soul enter the realm of Adanos. Be careful, my son. I do not want to mourn another such loss.
I have Lance's aquamarine ring here.
You had better give it to me so it does not fall into the wrong hands.
About the relics, what about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
The bandits used these stone tablets as a sort of currency.
The tablets bear the sign of Chlorhodron, a great warrior. He is the commander whose son Rondemus caused the downfall of the entire city. I'll bet the bandits don't even know what it is they are trading there.
This thing was lying in a building near the Great Swamp.
That would have been the House of the Healers. We don't know much about them. They seem to have been the first to disappear. Here is some gold as a reward. Now we have collected all the relics we need. You have done us a great service. I thank you. This will bring us a crucial step forward in our studies.
About Raven. He has a gold mine, and he has the prisoners digging for gold.
That sounds like him. You must get the prisoners out of there.
Yes, of course. I'm working on it. There is even a fellow with the bandits who claims to know Raven's plans. His name is Fortuno. He says that Raven wants to get into the temple to get a powerful artifact.
And? Did he know more about this artifact?
He could only tell me that Raven has had the grave of a priest of Adanos opened.
This grave may contain the key to the temple. You should take a look around there.
Raven has forced the prisoners to excavate the grave of the priest.
That is not good. You must hurry and stop Raven.
I made my way into Raven's quarters.
And? What about Raven?
I came too late. He disappeared into the Adanos temple right before my eyes.
What? That is a catastrophe. Why didn't you follow him?
I couldn't follow Raven. He'd blocked the entrance from inside.
I must think. The question is, how did Raven get into the temple? And what did he do before he passed through the portal?
He spoke an incantation at the gate.
And before that?
He opened a burial chamber. I already told you about that.
Right. A ritual. Yes, that's it. I fear that Raven has made the power of the Guardians of the Dead his own. He got his knowledge of the temple from a spirit. You must go to Mixir and tell him about this. May Adanos protect you.
Satyrus sent me. Raven has made his way into the temple and blocked the portal from the inside. Satyrus thinks he got his information about the temple from a ghost.
By Adanos! He must have summoned the high priest Cardamon to ask him about a way into the temple. According to the records, his grave was in the caves under the fortress. You will have to do the same, but you cannot ask Cardamon anymore. The grave of the warrior prince Quahodron is supposed to lie in the west of the valley. You will have to find it and waken Quahodron. It is written in these inscriptions how a believer of Adanos can summon a spirit.
Do you think that'll really work?
I've read a lot of crazy ramblings. For example, the writings of Iberion, the leader of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. But I believe every word of the author of these writings.
The Brotherhood of the Sleeper didn't spread just lies. The Sleeper really existed.
But it wasn't their lies that made them implausible. It was their words as such. They were more confusing than believable. They showed the excessive use of the swamp weed they smoked. It is the seriousness and prudence in the words on this stone tablet that convinced me that this man wrote the truth.
Why Quahodron? Why not the High Priest Cardamon?
Raven has desecrated the grave of Cardamon with his summoning. We can assume that. We shall have to look for another spirit.
Are you really serious?
I want to explore every possibility. Even if there is only a ghost of a chance for us to meet one of the builders, then we have to do it. Raven has managed to do it after all.
Assuming I want to summon this ghost, what do I have to do?
Find Quahodron's grave in the west of the valley. His ghost can be summoned by the words of the Guardians of the Dead, which I have written for you here. That's all. Now you just have to find the grave. Good luck, my son.
Anything's possible. I couldn't get away with that. They all ran like rabbits.
Show me your wares.
Should have known better. That's totally
Show me what you have.
He really should have known better.
Let's deal.
Better off myself.
I used to say that myself.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I've got no time for things like that.
Will it ever change?
And there's more, believe me.
About Angus and Hank?
What?
I found them. They're dead.
Dead as doornails, poor devils. Well, it was only to be expected. You should tell Bill, if you haven't done so yet. But break it to him gently. He's still young.
Do you really believe that?
I know who murdered Angus and Hank.
Good for you. They're both dead. So who cares now? No pirate ever got rich through vengeance.
No idea.
Just as long as I have my grog back.
I'm no better off myself.
That'll never change.
Hey! I found your friends.
And? Where are they?
They're dead.
Those damn bandits did this. Those cursed swine? May they roast in hell. If only I knew the name of the lowlife who did this.
I know who murdered Angus and Hank.
Who? Who did it?
His name is Juan. He's one of the bandits.
You've got to do that bastard in, do you hear me? He must not get away with this.
Juan is history.
And? Did he suffer?
Come off it, kid.
Oh well, just as long as you killed the swine.
Great. Now Greg is making me saw planks.
About Angus and Hank. I found them.
So tell me already. Where are they?
They're dead.
The ring. What about the ring?
Here it is.
Yes, that's it. Good man. Here, take this stone tablet. It may look like a piece of junk, but guards will shell out a lot of gold for it.
The bandits have found a gold mine.
I knew it. That's why they came here. Nobody would volunteer to live in this monster-ridden bog. Good work. Here, I've cut something for you.
That's no secret.
I've got a recipe for you.
Great! Let me see. What kind of recipe?
It's from Snaff.
But it sounds terrible. I must try it at once.
Be careful. That's absolutely deadly stuff.
You're scaring me, but I'll give it a try anyway.